to introduce Luke Stocking from Development and Peace, Caritas Canada. Luke is part of a team that works day in and day out to bring their mission of international solidarity to life in Catholic schools and parishes across Ontario. Luke is no stranger to the Youth Forum, presenting here for the last 15 years. He has also been a huge part of the Catholic Leadership Camp at Camp Olympia each summer. He is the director of his department and now looks after all of Canada. Please join us in welcoming him.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me at the back? My name is Luke Stocking and I'm so happy to be with you, as I always am every year at the Youth Forum here at When Faith Meets Pedagogy. Just a quick question to start off. How many people have ever heard of my organization, Development and Peace, just by a show of hands? Okay, so a few people have. Awesome. Well, thanks to hear those cheers. Very nice. For those of you who haven't heard of who we are, Development and Peace Caritas Canada, there is much darkness in the world. If you think about it, all you have to do is look at the news. War, earthquakes, violence, poverty. What is a young Catholic student to do? For the next 5 years, our organization has chosen the theme that in the midst of darkness, we want to create hope. Put the darkness off, so we're about taking the darkness off and trying to create hope in the world. How do we do that? How can we create hope for the whole world? Because we, Development and Peace, are the part of our church that reaches out to our brothers and sisters in Africa, in Asia, in Latin America, and the Middle East. Reaches out to create hope by addressing injustices in the world, by addressing poverty. And if you look here, this is a map I brought with me, and all these dots show where we have as Development and Peace projects around the world that students support. And oh, some people are looking at my map funny. Is there something odd about it? It's upside down. It's upside down. Can you see? Does the map look upside down to you? Does it look upside down? Well, wait, let me ask you, are the words upside down, or the words are not upside down? So it's just the drawings that are upside down. Well, let me ask you something. What shape is our planet? Sphere? Yeah, okay. No more flat earthers out there, right? It's a sphere. A sphere. And if I was to hold a ball in my hand, got it here, bounce it a couple of times, you're going to throw it at Emily who's not paying attention. Oh, did you catch it? You got the ball. Emily, where is the top of the ball? There isn't one. There isn't a top of the ball. So, if there's not a top of the ball, why is it that as soon as we put all the countries of all the world on the ball, now we say this is the top, this is the bottom, and Mr. Stocking, that map is upside down. Why? Anybody want to guess why? Why do we think that? Okay, yeah. Okay, kind of. Well, really, the reason why we do, oh yeah? Because we have a Eurocentric worldview. Yes, thank you. So, the reason why we look at this map and think it's upside down is because of a guy named Mercator. Mercator was a European navigator in like the 15th, 16th century, and he drew a map, and it's basically this map. And this is the map that has come to dominate our image of the world. If you're going to make a map of the world, where are you going to put yourself on that map? In the center, on top of everybody else. This is one way to look at the world, but we can look at the world in many different ways. At Development and Peace, Caritas Canada, we want to flip the world. And I don't know, did anybody see when you came in today, our wonderful youth program officer, Emily, and a team put these stickers. You would have found these, yes, there's one there. You would have found these stickers. Flip the world. What we are trying to do, click, is to flip the world. We want to engage students to flip the world, to look at the world in a new way. We want, if you look at this map, if I look at it this way, you can see the dots where we are present throughout the world are in what part? The top or the bottom? Bottom. We flip the world, and now where are the dots? The top. Our mission to flip the world, to rethink the world, is to think about how we, as Catholic students here in Canada, can live our lives, can take actions that put the needs of our brothers and sisters, those in the human family who suffer the most, who experience the most inequality, put their needs on top. Because we live in a world where there is great inequality. Just to give you a sense, whoa. It's a little sensitive. There we go. I'm too active. Just to give you a sense of how unequal the world is, I want to do a little exercise with you real quick, okay? You with me? Okay. We're going to pretend that everybody in this room now represents all the population of all the world. How many people do we share the planet with? Between just over 7 billion people now, right? Okay. We live in a world where 1% of us, 1%, controls 50% of all the resources in the world. So we're going to pretend for a second that you represent the world's population, and what is the resource in this room right now that is making you comfortable? Chairs. So what if we shared the chairs? Not the way, this is a pretty fair way that the chairs are shared right now, yeah? You know, everybody's got a chair, right? Well, I believe that actually God gave us enough on the planet, enough resources that we can all have what we need. We can all have a chair, but we don't share that way. So if 1% controls 50% of everything, let's say we have about 300 people here, 200 people, what is 1% of 200? Mathematicians, yes? 2. Is that what you said, 2? 2, that's right. What's your name? Quentin. Quentin, congratulations. You are one of those 2 people. And is it anybody else's birthday today? Anyone's birthday? No? Yes? Happy birthday. What's your name? Bella. Bella, congratulations. Bella, Quentin, you now own half of the chairs in the room. That means everybody else, you are sitting on Bella and Quentin's chairs. I need you to get up and go over to the other side. Get up, please get up. Go on. Get on their chairs. Get over to the other side of the building. There we go. That's it. story this morning, telling the creation story. God gives us all of creation, everything we need to have healthy, happy lives. The whole human family. There's enough here. You know, there's a great saying that says God gave us enough for our need, but not for our greed. And that greed that is in the human heart, unfortunately, has resulted in a world where this is how we share. Bella and Quentin, this all belongs to you, and this all belongs to everybody else. Now, our mission as Development Peace Caritas Canada, a mission that we need your help with, is to change this world. Because this world does not create hope. This world is not somewhere where we find hope. But every day we can take actions as Catholic students in our schools, in our churches, in our communities. We can take actions to create hope. We believe, I wouldn't be doing the work that I do if I didn't believe that another world is possible. And that belief that another world is possible is that I think God created each and every one of us to be good. Like Father Tony said, we are each a child of God. Bella and Quentin are no less a child of God than all of you. We are all children of God. And it's precisely because we are all children of God that we need to come together to share, to address the inequalities in the world. And we can do that. Sometimes it feels, well, how am I supposed to do that? I'm just a Catholic student, you know, I'm just one student. How am I supposed to do that? Well, the good news is, when you're part of this larger Catholic community, you're not alone in that desire to change this world. We don't create change just by ourselves. We create change in community. And as Development Peace Caritas Canada, we want to partner with you and your schools to create that change, to change this world as this is. Now, Quentin and Bella, do you think we should let everybody, should we make them stay there for the rest of this presentation, or can they come back? Bella says you can't come back. Quentin, what do you think? Pardon? It's getting lonely. Quentin says it's getting lonely. So let's say, actually, I'm going to let all of you go back. However, to tell the next part of my story, I'm going to need about 20 super psyched volunteers who aren't afraid to get up in front of people. So I'm not going to pick you, I just want 20 people up in the front. You have to be like super excited and on stage, and everybody else can go back. So please don't take a seat, don't take a seat. Okay, yeah, go ahead, take a seat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, great, perfect, awesome. With the Development and Peace theater crew. Let's give it a round of applause for these guys. Now, I didn't get to hold any auditions for this crew, so I don't actually have a sense of like how enthusiastic they are. So can you guys help me test them out a bit? Like what loud, crazy action would you like to see them do right now? Want them to burp. Jump. Yeah? Okay. How about we see how, let's see your loudest, highest communal jump. How loud and high can you jump? Let's see. So on the count of 3, want to see your loudest, highest jump to see if they've got the right energy. Okay, on your marks. 1, 2, 3. What do you think? What do we think? Was that worth an applause? Oh no. Okay, should we try again? Okay. Okay, one more. 1, 2, 3. Pretty good. I heard a suggestion here. This gentleman would like to hear you sing. Let's see. Give me a song. What's a quick song everybody knows? Happy birthday. Yes, let's sing Bella happy birthday. Okay, let's see if they're worthy of a choir. On your marks, 1, 2, 3, happy birthday, go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bella. Happy birthday to you. Good. Okay, I think we got a pretty good crew here. I think you passed the audition test. Congratulations. Now, I'm going to be calling on our theater crew here to help me tell a story in a minute. Before I do, though, I want to first say this is how we as Development Peace Caritas Canada can help you to change that world, to flip the world, to rethink the world, turn it upside down, and build the kind of family we want for all of God's children. And the way we can do that, is through our DMP Schools program. Out of curiosity, are there any schools here that are a DMP school or in the DMP Schools program? Great, we got a couple schools here. When your school becomes part of the DMP Schools program, you receive every year one of these pennants. And the pennant comes with a bunch of stickers. Each sticker represents a challenge. Your school can do as many or as few challenges as you want. And you can do these challenges each and every year. The first challenge of any school that comes in is actually our Flip the World challenge. All you need to do is find one map in your school and flip it upside down and put it up there for everybody to see so your school knows that there are students in your school that want to rethink the world and make it a better place. That's the first challenge. Super easy, right? We also have a challenge that is called the Petition Magician. How many people here have ever signed a petition before? Well, we need your help this year. And each and every year, we always have a special campaign on a particular issue. And usually, as part of that campaign, we need signatures of Canadians, of people, not just Catholics, anybody, all people of goodwill, to add their name to a cause we believe in. And the story that I'm going to tell you today, is about this year's Petition Magician Challenge. And my theater crew here is going to help me tell the story. So this story, and I hope after we finish telling you the story, you are going to be inspired to join us, join our program, and take the Petition Magician Challenge. Click. This story takes place in this country. Does anybody know, looking at the flag that is and the shape of the country, what country that is? Yes? Honduras. Yes, it is the country Honduras. Honduras is a small country in what part of the world? Kind of Central America. So, this story takes place in Honduras. Now, in Honduras is one of the most dangerous safest countries in the world to stand up for human rights, to stand up for the rights of people and the earth. In fact, in the last few years alone, over 154 people have been murdered, human rights and land defenders in this country. Click. This woman, Juana Zuniga, is a land defender. And she is the face of our Petition Magician Challenge, our campaign this year. Juana says, click, today we are in this river which represents life, for which we have fought so hard, click, and which has brought us persecution and imprisonment. And now 3 of our comrades in our community were murdered for defending this river. So this is a story of a community in Honduras. It's the story of a river. And so theater crew, show me river. Let's see that river. Oh yeah. What do we think? Good river? Not bad? Not bad? Okay. This river is called the Guapinol River. In the community of Guapinol and San Pedro, there is a community that lives on the river. And one day, 2 members of the community, Ava and Keziah, were taking a walk along the river. They were taking a walk along the river. And all of a sudden they stopped. And they looked at the river. And they couldn't believe what they saw. Their river had turned brown and was sick. Show me a brown, sick river. Now, Ava and Keziah, they were distraught. Because, well, why would they be distraught that this river was sick? Why would they care, do you think? Why would the river be important to them? Yes? Yeah, it's their water, so they would get their drinking water. What else would that river provide for them? So drinking water, what else? Yeah? Transportation, that's right. They'd use it to travel as well too, from one place to another, yeah?
Irrigation as well.
Irrigation, exactly, irrigation. So this river is their life. And it was sick. So they decided they needed to find out why was the river sick. Click. And they went up the river and they found Lauren and Juliana. They found them. Lauren and Juliana were owners of a mining company. Show me a mining company. So they came down the river and they found that Lauren and Juliana, this mining company, had set up in the middle of a national park on the river. So not only was this mine polluting the river, it was also in the middle of a national park. Now, Ava and Keziah, they went to the mining company and they said, we're really concerned about what is happening to our river. We need you to stop doing your mining because it's destroying our river and our livelihoods. Now, what do you think Lauren and Juliana, what do you think they said to Ava and Keziah? Oh yeah, no problem, we'll stop the mine and we're all done, we'll get, we're so sorry and we'll leave. Do you think that's what they said? No. No, what do you think they did? Yes, they turned their backs on them. Ooh, ouch. Now, Ava and Keziah were not just about to give up. So they went, they went and they talked to the rest of their community. Community. They talked to the community. You're still the river, you're still the river. Now they were getting upset. They were trying to come up with a plan. They were saying, okay. Awesome. Now, they started protesting. They tried to go to the courts because the community said, are there any Spanish speakers here in the room? Sort of. Can anybody tell me what that says? Yep. Get out with the mines, out with the mine, away with the mine. And that was what the community was trying to do. They went to the judge, Judge Ella, and they petitioned the judge in the courts. They said, this is an illegal mine, it's in a national park, it shouldn't be there. But Ella said, what did Ella say? Do you think Ella said, okay, yeah, you're right, we should shut them down? No, Ella said, no. Ella turned, the courts turned their back on them. So, they did what any community would do. They went to the next level of protest. They said, well, if the courts won't shut down the mine, we will shut down the mine. And there was a road. This road here. There was a road going to the mine. And the community knew if they blocked the road, they set up a blockade, then the mine couldn't operate. So they went and they blocked the road.
Blocking the road.
Now, Lauren and Juliana, they were out driving the truck with all the ore from the mine, and they came to the blockade. So, but there was nothing they could do. They couldn't run over the people, so they turned around and they went and they talked to the government. Devin, the government leader.
People blocking our
Now, there are some pretty rich people who own this mine. In fact, the family that owns this mine is the richest family in all of Honduras. So do you think they were able to influence the government to clear the protesters? Click. What happened next was a very dark moment. The military came. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The military came. Up on top. Yeah, up. And the military had very big guns. Let's see your biggest guns. Sadly, they succeeded in breaking up the protest camp. And 32 people were taken into custody that day. Of them, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them were jailed. They thought they were going to die. Come over here, jail. They're in jail. In the prison, kept by, former prison. So they're in prison. Let's see your prison. There's a prisoner's prison, or the, Show us a prison, show us a prison. Show us a prison. Okay, and the 8, let's see you in prison. Or in prison. And the rest of the community went back to their community. Now, do you think at this point that the community gave up? These are the 8. These are the 8. They were known as the Guapinol 8. The community fought to have them released from prison for over 3 years. They were jailed for 918 days. They were in prison. And meanwhile, the community every day fought to have them released. Pictures of community members calling for their freedom, calling for justice. Now, if you were the community, you would go and you would protest outside the jail and call for them to be released. What else could you do as a community? What else could you do to try and get justice? Yep. Bring your fight to the world stage. And here is how we as Development and Peace and many other international organizations come into the story. We join the struggle of this community, the Guapinol community. And the good news is, after 918 days and lots of international pressure and legal action, the forces keeping them in jail stepped down. And the prisoners were free. The story doesn't end because the mine is still operating. How does the community feel about that? And furthermore, do you think that the people in power, do you think that they're like, okay, well, we don't care about these people protesting and, we let them go and everything. Do you think they're ready to let it all go? Click. Since 1, 2, community members have been murdered. 1, down. 2, 3. This is the reality that the community of Guapinol and San Pedro, defending the Guapinol River, defending their livelihood, this is the situation they find themselves in. O'Kelly, 42 years old, was murdered this past June. This is not something that happened in the far past. It's happening now. And that's why we need action now. And I want to talk to you about how you can take action with us through the Petition Magician Challenge and our DMP Schools program now. But first, let's give a great round of applause for our awesome We need your help. The people of Honduras defending the Guapinol River need your help. For these three men and their families, do you think there has been justice? Would you guess, if I was to say, do you think their killers have been caught and brought to justice? No. For the Guapinol 8, the 8 people who were imprisoned unjustly, separated from their families, do you think, even though they have been released, do you think they have been compensated for that injustice? No. And still to this day, the mine has not been shut down. So we have been asked to help. And the way your schools can help is, number one, get one of these pennants. Join our D&P Schools program. And as soon as you get the pennant, take the Petition Magician Challenge. I hope that this sticker will be the first one that goes on the pennant of each and every school represented here today. Emily, our youth program officer, is here. At some point today, you can visit our booth. Tell them you want to get signed up and start, but you don't even have to wait to get signed up to start. Because what we are doing in this Petition Magician Challenge, is we want to put this situation on the world stage. We're going to write a letter. A letter that will be addressed to this person, this woman. Her name, is Beatrice Valle. She is the Honduran ambassador to Canada. So she represents Honduras and the government of Honduras here in Canada. So we want to raise the voice of Canadians to let her know that this is what the international community wants to see for justice for the Guapinol people. And we think that she will be ready to listen, because Honduras recently elected a new government, and this new government wants to put a stop to abuses by mining companies in their country. They want to, but there are very powerful forces. Like I said, the owner of this mine is owned by the most powerful family in all of Honduras. So actually, if we write this letter, it can embolden the government of Honduras to make good on their own promises to their people, so they can say, we have the international community behind us. And they, as the government, can counteract those other powerful forces in their own country and bring justice. There are 5 things that we want, that we're asking for in this letter. We want to strengthen the laws that protect people who defend their environment. Strengthen laws for human rights defenders. We want the murders investigated. And we want the people responsible arrested and prosecuted. We want full compensation and fair compensation for the Guapinol 8, those who were arrested unjustly for so long. And we want to restore the protected areas of the park. It's a national park. A mine has no business in a national park. Restore the protected area and cancel the mining license given to this mining company. These are our 5 demands. We have here, I have a copy of the letter. In fact, on each page of the letter, there's room for 10 signatures. And in my hand, I have 100 sheets. Right here alone are 1,000 signatures. I can't go, do you think I by myself could go out all on my own and find 1,000 signatures? No. Do you think you could find 1,000 signatures by yourself? No. But maybe 10? Yeah, maybe 10. Maybe, how many students in your school? About 1,400. Imagine, do you think you could get even half of of those students to sign a letter like this? Maybe, like even 200, like, right? And how many schools are here? Let's say, there must be at least, let's say even there were 20 schools here right now. Let's say there are 20 schools here, and those 20 schools each collected 200 signatures. No, let's go higher. Am I too low at 200? What if we said like 500? If every school, if 20 schools collected 500 signatures, how many signatures would that be? Wow, that's tough math. My math. 10,000. So even if you here, if every school here took that challenge, we would be, we would be already 1/3 to our national goal. Our national goal is to collect 32,000 signatures by February 25th, 2024. That date, February 25th, 2024, that represents the day that the Guapinol were released. 32,000 signatures, we want 1,000 signatures for each of the 32 people who were cleared and initially arrested from the protest camp. This is our goal. And we need your help to get there. Click. And what will we do with these signatures? This letter to the ambassador. Click. Well, first when you collect the signatures, the address is on here to mail them to us. So as soon as you collect signatures, you just send them in the mail to our office, and we're going to collect them all. And once we've collected them all, hopefully 32,000, click, we will take those signatures, click, and on April 17th, 2024, which is the International Day of Peasant Struggles, Campesino Struggles, on that day we will deliver this letter with 32,000 signatures, hopefully many of them Catholic students, to the ambassador in our search for justice for the communities. We need your help. Click. Will you join us? Please. Now, you probably have better ideas on how you could tell people that tell this story in your own schools and collect signatures than I do. We have resources to help you. On our website, we have videos, we have pamphlets, we have all kinds of information that you can use to promote this letter. But you know what? I know, because how many people there, I know there are some students here that were at Camp Olympia with me, a Catholic leadership camp this year. And where are the Catholic leadership folks? Their hands up. These students, give them a round of applause, they were the first people in the world to get signatures for this letter. Yeah, they went to all the other campers. We gave them the letter. They went to all the other campers, just told them in 2 minutes what was going on, asked for their signature. In what? It was like less than 2 hours. In less than 2 hours, they had collected 284 signatures. So we've got stuff to help you, but really, it's just the story you've heard that is going to help you the most. Go and tell people the story in your schools. Does anybody have any ideas? How would you, maybe, if you were going to take some of these sheets today, and you can photocopy them or print them off our website too, what could you do to collect signatures for this letter in your school? Any ideas? Any ideas on how you could do it, what you would do? Yep. Give it to your classmates. So ask to make a presentation in the homeroom, give it to your classmates and ask them to sign it. Great, there's a great idea. Any other ideas what you could do? I saw a hand over here. Yep. Have an announcement. Great, we've got like a simple announcement you could make. Announce it and then have all the homerooms sign the letter. Great, so an announcement on the morning announcements. Other ideas, yeah? Pardon? Give the letters to the homeroom teachers. Yeah, give the letters to the homeroom teachers, yeah? Post about it on the school accounts. Yeah, we have tons. We've got a Stand for the Land hashtag. You can post on it on the accounts. All kinds of things you can do. We need your help to do this. So I want to thank you today. I hope that you will take up this challenge, stand for justice, and in that way, that small action, we can start to change that world to make it a fairer and more just place. I'm going to sum up. This is a little resource you can use. I'm going to sum up everything that I've said in a 1-minute video. We have a 1-minute video for our campaign. I'm going to show this video to end my presentation. And please visit our booth, or you can come up as well too and get copies of the letters right now. If you get signatures from some of the other students today, you can even give them to us today. Start today. Take them back to your school. Get involved. Sign up for our program. We need your help. So here it is, everything that we've just done and said in 1 minute. And
in northern Honduras, the state has irregularly granted a mining concession in the Carlos Escaleras National Park. Since then, an iron mine has been poisoning the waters of the Guapinol and San Pedro rivers. This has affected the lives of local people who depend on those rivers. They have been peacefully mobilizing against the mine since 2015. Unfortunately, communities are ignored, attacked, and criminalized. 30 of the protesters were charged. 8 of them were unjustly detained for over 2 years. 3 of these land, water, and rights defenders were killed in 2023. Our partner, ERIC, Radio Progreso, is accompanying these defenders. They have asked for our help. Let's stand with the people of Guapinol and San Pedro in their fight to protect their national park, their rivers, and their lives. Let's stand for the land. Sign in solidarity.
thank you very much, everybody. You've been a great audience. Thank you. My name is Bruce Stockton. Development Peace Caritas Canada. Come visit our booth. Thanks very much, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the conference.